general recommendation that I have typically is, what is your skill set and how can you pick a business model that has as few variables as possible while you're learning? And so often that looks like a content site, maybe an Amazon FBA business, but I'm not, although I have some, I'm not super keen on that business model with Amazon and the single point of failure. Although you have content sites with Google, but a little more controllable than Amazon. But so typically it looks like it's a Amazon FBA content, maybe Shopify paid traffic, but I also communicate that that's not really a business as much as it is an income stream that can be great, but not a great sort of like and enterprise value business. So content sites I typically come back to just because of their simplicity. You really only need to be good at a few things, get good at content, get okay at taking care of your site, make sure your monetization's tight, which, none of which is very hard. Hard to do consistently and hard to do really well, but you can do a pretty decent job at running a content site without too much effort.
Yeah, I love that you touched on the Shopify / dropshipping business model as not being such of an asset, but more of an income stream when you do put work in. I just want to expand that for listeners, because and correct me if I'm wrong in what you're intending here is that when you buy a dropshipping site, you're going to need to be changing the marketing campaigns, and you're going to need to be not redeveloping products, but making sure you can keep the best products up. And there's a bit of work in making sure you get that income stream happening, and it's very changeable with all the algorithm changes on the different marketing platforms. So it's not a hands-off sort of asset passive income approach that most people perceive it may be. Is that what you're alluding to? Yeah.
There's some by the numbers, very attractive businesses that are driven by Shopify dropshipping with all the traffic coming from Facebook paid ads. The Shopify, the exchange marketplace is filled with them. Flippa is filled with them. And there's just no enterprise value there. It's all an income stream, and the person and all the value sits with the person that runs the campaigns. And when that person isn't coming with the business because that's the seller, then there just really isn't anything that stays with that business post sale. So yeah, those I always tell people to stay away from. And if you like that business model, go build it yourself, because all of you can be successful or fail at the business model for a lot cheaper than buying an already existing one.
Yeah, for sure. I think on the opposite side of that, there is a little bit of merit in products that may sell. Especially, I stuffed up this myself, John. Personally, I started a dropshipping store, and I had no idea what I was doing, right? I'll get some products up and they'll sell. I didn't know what digital marketing was at the time. I was just a travel blogger. So you're very right in saying that, you can start this up yourself, but the biggest asset is the knowledge in marketing, digital marketing for sure.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, cool. So a lot of your sites are with Motion Invest, you're starting to get some listed. I saw some the other day, which is quite cool.